Hello everyone. Today I want to take you on a sailing trip of Lake Zurich. In September 2024, I did this trip over 3 days and slept on the boat for a day. It was my most beautiful sailing experience on Lake Zurich. Beautiful weather, beautiful wind. Our journey starts in Rapperswil in the harbor and we are walking towards our boat. Here is our yellow beauty, our trusty little sailboat lying peacefully in the harbor. Yes, everything I'm taking on board. Some clothes for the night, sleeping bag, water, food, and of course my drone. This is the inside of my little boat, my home for tonight. It's cozy, simple, and just what I need for a peaceful night out here on the lake. We are now out of the harbor and sailing on the Obersee, which is the upper part of Lake Zurich. The weather forecast calls today for rain and few moderate wind gusts. Let's see how it pans out. Here is me enjoying the lake and some water droplets on my goggles. As you will see later, I would lose my goggles in this trip. Here is some last glimpses of my goggles, and now we are on the channel which connects the Obersee with Lake Zurich, and there are some beautiful houses on both sides of this channel, and we have a speed restrictions here of 10 kilometers per hour. There are some beautiful houses along the channel. We are now approaching the road bridge connecting Rapperswil to Schmerikon. Our mast is 8 meters and the bridge is 9. It's always a close call and looks like we might touch, but we never do. We have done this before and it's a thrill every single time. We are almost at the end of the channel. This channel connects the Obersee with Lake Zurich. As we exit the channel, I can feel the wind on my face. Now it's time to raise our sails and use the power of the wind to steer us forward. We are sailing now. Looking at the waves, I can tell it's force 2 right now. Not super strong winds, but we can make about 3 knots with this wind. The wind decided to die and it starts to rain. This is Stäfa. Despite the prediction for the wind from the north, just this direction, there is no wind, unfortunately. So I thought I would enter some of these harbors here around Stäfa. So the first one I'm visiting is Stäfa over there. So I've been to this harbor a few times before, but from the land. So I know there are parking places and we have to do a starboard landing. I've prepared the bow line there, midship line here, and the stern line here. Let's see how it goes. So I have to do a starboard landing. Okay, so we have come back to Stäfa. Originally my idea was to come here, but this was already occupied by this boat, so I had to go there. But it was okay because I had prepared for starboard landing, and in any case I managed to do it. I had been to this harbor before over there, and Here is how it looks. Leaving Stäfa behind, managed to spring off the bow spring. Was kind of successful. Could have left a little bit more slack on the bow line, so I could pivot a little bit nicer. Now I'm going towards Wädenswil, which is somewhere over there. In a future video I might show you how springing off is done on this boat. So we have arrived at Wädenswil harbor. The weather is pretty shitty. It's raining and no wind. We are tied up here, textbook style. No stress this time. There are one stern line, one bow spring, one midship, and one bow line. The problem with this harbor is that the rings, they are rings and they are placed far too apart. It does not have any cleats, which is a pity. Makes it a bit hard, but I think I'm secure here. Now I will just roll down my put my head sail in the box, and my shoes are giving up on me. They are wet. Otherwise my gear is pretty good. I think I'm going to pass my night here and wake up early in the morning and get going here from here towards Zurich. Hopefully not reaching Zurich, but waiting in another harbor for breakfast. So for now I'm in Wädenswil, and this is how the harbor looks like. There are toilets here, over there, pretty basic. There's drinking water. I ended up in a Thai restaurant, very tasty food, Thai red curry and some rice. Everything is delicious when you are hungry. Woke up to this beautiful view. Looks like there is good wind now again. So I will quickly grab something to eat and get going. Many people with a fishing rod. Perhaps morning is a good time to catch some fish. I'm traumatized by fishing. I don't like this thing, the fish being killed, although I don't mind eating it. Soon I am in a cafe, a local cafe, nice croissant, nice coffee. Wädenswil has a nice flea market on Saturdays. It's pretty large. Do check it out if you are around here on a Saturday. I'm preparing my boat for sailing today. Putting up the mainsail, putting up the head sail. The forecast says it's going to be cloudy and then clear later on in the day and a nice northerly breeze. Let's hope we get some breeze today, some nice wind today. I can already see in the harbor there is nice wind. Hope we can catch it. We are off the harbor, motoring outside, and I can see beautiful breeze. It's probably force 3 now. That means we might be able to sail very nicely, hopefully. Touch wood. We are leaving Wädenswil. Woohoo! Sailing! We are at more than 4 knots now, which is a nice speed. Beautiful day, nice wind. Sails are happy. Look at that. And our tailtails are happy, which is good. 4 knots. Here we see Wädenswil. Close encounter with the ferry boat. I am running from those now. Look at those out. I think I am well past. So we are trying to reach Herrliberg, which is that church spire far there. I think it will take me about 20-25 minutes to reach there, and I have to do starboard side landing. I have to put up my fenders, take the sails down, make the lines ready. Here is me approaching the Herrliberg port. Apurva is waiting to join the boat today. It's going to be a nice day. Beautiful wind, beautiful day, nice and sunny. We are sailing at about 4 knots. Life cannot get any better than that. As the boat glides over the crystal clear waters of Lake Zurich, we see the town of Stäfa in the background. Beautiful, isn't it? Each roll of the boat feels like a heartbeat, in sync with the lake's gentle motion. It's a mesmerizing perspective, showing just how connected we are to the elements while out there on the water. You can feel the tranquility of the moment. There's a unique freedom out there where the time slows down and you are surrounded by nothing but natural beauty. This is what the sailing is about, watching beautiful sunsets, beautiful vistas, beautiful sceneries, and the pure bliss. This was our journey today with beautiful winds on our side, and we traveled from the Herrliberg harbor all the way through Stäfa and then onto our home harbor in Rapperswil. This was our 3rd day, and we sailed on the Obersee, which is the upper part of the lake from Rapperswil to Schmerikon. This was a pretty intense day with winds up to force 5, which is pretty strong. I could sail downwind all the way to Schmerikon, which was a breeze. I could see this plane landing, beautiful and mesmerizing rainbow. I couldn't get too much to film as the conditions was a bit intense and I was by myself. And on the way back I had to sail closed haul, which is against the wind, almost all the way to Rapperswil, and the conditions were pretty intense. I have one shot of this, like you can see, I could see the splashes on my boat, but was a beautiful experience by myself. This was my journey across the waters of Lake Zurich. Over the 3 days, I sailed about 25 nautical miles, or for my land-loving friends, roughly 45 kilometers. This was a perfect chance to disconnect, breathe, and maybe even introspect a little bit. I hope you enjoyed watching these videos. I would hopefully bring more sailing content on our channel, and if you like the videos, do subscribe to our channel.